our last Testimonial Tuesday of the day. We are going to be here all for the rest of the afternoon, or for at least the early part of afternoon. Going to enjoy lunch with our friends over at Lozano with Ryan. For those of you that got to see him and hear all about the wonderful, delicious food that he's going to be serving and what we have today. He is our 2024 Feast in the East Feast Fave this year, but we are in Avalon Park, right on the corner of Avalon Park Boulevard and I think it's Avalon Lake Drive, right at the corner there. So come out and join us. We've got a few folks that have come in. They're already having lunch. So come out and join us as soon as you can get out here and come support one of our members and enjoy some great food. I can say the chicken is great, and even the baba ganoush, one of my favorites there. But without further ado, I want to introduce Terry Mandigo, my bad. All right, just want to say Terry Mandigo with Live Your Best Life.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about Live Your Best Life. What is the company? What do you do?
So Live Your Best Life is an independent advocate for Green Compass Global, which is a plant wellness-based company from a small family-owned farm in North Carolina.
So is that the only, is this like a franchisee or a partner, or how does that work?
So I'm basically an independent salesperson
For them.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yes.
And then you talked about green. So let's talk about green. What is the green part of
So
this?
obviously the green part, number one, would be the plant. So right now for plant-based wellness companies, so our first plant that we've had for the last 5 years concentrating on is the hemp plant.
Okay.
So, but stay tuned because there may be more plants coming out in the near future.
A lot of changes coming up in
Yes,
different laws in
sure.
different states and things.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So we're talking about hemp-based solutions to help you with your potential medical needs.
Correct.
Whether it could be aches and pains, anxiety,
Can be for sleep,
Sleep.
and like I said, stress. And I just want to, put this on the record that the hemp itself is not FDA approved. So we don't say it can cure or
Right.
it's to treat this. But hemp in itself can help, stress, can help the recovery from exercise, can help with pain, can help with sleep.
So a lot of people, I think, that aren't in the field might get hemp confused with the marijuana thing.
Correct. That
What-
is very common. Very common.
What is the difference, and what does that mean?
So hemp and marijuana plants come from the same family, so to speak, but they're cousins. The difference is that the marijuana plant is high in THC, which is, as everybody knows, it should be. That's what gets you high.
Yep.
And low in the other cannabinoids, the CBDs, the CBGs. Whereas the hemp plant is very high in the cannabinoids of CBD, CBG, but very low with the THC. So there is no high with the hemp plant itself.
So the CBDs, is that the medicinal property of the plant versus the THC, which is kind of numbs your soul?
So they're all what's considered cannabinoids, and they
Okay.
all come from the flower of the hemp plant. And yes, they all have medicinal purposes. Even to be truthful, THC has medicinal purposes with it. So all of them do. It's just the different, amounts and how you extract them from the flower and what you do once you
So what kind of products do you carry? What we talked about some of the symptoms that people might have that the hemp plant or the hemp plant can
help.
assist with. Yes, I'm trying to use the right terminology here. So with that, so what are some of those properties, and what are some of the products that you serve or sell, so that I don't know what I don't know.
Correct.
That's what I don't do.
So Green Compass in the last 5 years has come with a very good, solid stock of products. So we have what we would call your tinctures or your oils that are the main one. Those are one of our first products. So again, the way that CBD works is you can take one product and it can help 4 different people in 4 different things. So it's just your preference. So the tinctures are the oils that go under your tongue, and you have to hold them for 60 seconds. Or a little bit more. Then we also have the jellies as part of the tinctures. Those are quick after you can chew those. You don't have to worry about holding them in your mouth. or waiting to eat or drink after. And it's just a preference. Do I like the oil or do I like the jellies? So again, it's your preference. I take both. I take my oil in the morning and my jelly at night. We also have the pain creams, which are amazing. Those are the tropical pain creams. We have what we call our gut jellies as well to help with the metabolism of your gut. It does help. And we also have our sleep jellies to help with sleep. So that's the meat and potatoes. We have other things. We have our pet line of CBD oil and CBD treats. We have collagen, which is a big seller. We have 4 different flavors of collagen. My favorite, of course, is chocolate. I put it in my coffee every morning.
Oh, boy.
Yes, love it. And everybody should be on collagen. That's just you all should be on.
So there, to be able to get any of these products, there's these medicinal marijuana dispensaries, but you have to have a card issued by a doctor.
Correct.
Is there anything that I would need to have if I wanted to try something or if I have an issue?
Yes. So CBD can come from the marijuana. That's where you need a card. CBD from hemp is legal in all 50 states and has been since December of 2018 when the Farm Bill passed. So even if it may not be legal in one state, federally, it's possible. And no, you do not need anything to it.
So I've seen this as I've been driving around to go get gas and things like this. You'll see like, oh, they've got CBD oils at 7-Eleven or in the convenience store. Not trying to trash 7-Eleven, but in the convenience store, at the gas station, in the Quickie Mart type thing. What is that? The same thing that you have there?
Absolutely not. We like to say, and everybody in the CBD community says, that the CBD community is the wild, wild west. No two CBDs are alike. So you need to know, first and foremost, where your hemp is coming from. The hemp should be grown and be organic from the United States. You don't know what you're getting when you go to 7-Eleven. It could be, it's still, I think, 60 to 70% of all our hemp comes from China. And you don't know, once the hemp comes over here, you don't know how they process it, how they make the products. At least with Green Compass, they control everything. So I know what's in my stuff.
So they grow it all the way to manufacturing
yes,
to
they have
giving it to
seed.
the distributor?
Yes, they seed, they plant, they harvest, they have their own research and development lab, so they develop their own products. They do it right there, they package it, they ship it out.
So they get it to you? No. So if I want something, or I have an ailment that I feel like this might help, like I've tried everything, my doctor said, I outside of doing this, or this, if I wanted to try that, what do I have to go about? Do I need to just call you? Do I need to get with a medical professional? What's the process?
So you can call me, and then I can do a little bit of what I call an interview and evaluation, just to make sure that what I'm wanting from you. But basically, if you already know, like I've had customers that have already taken CBD products in the past and they want to switch to mine, they just go right on my specific website and just order it. They pay for it, order, everything is right there through Green Compass, and then Green Compass gets the orders and ship it out.
Now, are there different levels or different strengths, like in medications type thing, that have more of something than something else?
So the strengths, no, but the different milligrams. So our oils do come in different milligrams: 500 milligrams, 750, 1,000 milligrams, up to 2,500. But it all depends on the amount of CBD you're getting. So like a 500 bottle, that means there's 500 milligrams of CBD in that bottle. So I may take a half a dropper, which then is calculated out.
Yeah, it's just the size that they're...
Exactly. So the dosage is,
Okay.
there is, like I said, CBD industry is wild, wild west. There really is no specific dosage. Everybody's different. Our own bodies are different. So you should start low dose and go slow until you get what we call the sweet spot.
Now, are there any adverse side effects that somebody might need to worry about? Or, because with any supplement, it always says kind of, talk with your healthcare provider, whether you're going to take a multivitamin or vitamin C, but with that, is there anything that you got to be worried about, or what should be the process? Do you just call you up and do something, or how do I?
So you can call me up through my phone number. You can email me. But I will say up front that I ask medical questions. I am a nurse, so if you have some certain medical conditions or on a lot of medications, I may say let's talk with your doctor.
Okay.
And it depends on how I can be with that conversation. You can be with it. I can give you the questions to ask. So
That's great to know what questions to ask. Because
exactly.
you don't know, and if you're on a number of medications for other symptoms or other things that might be going on in your body, knowing how this might react or interact with the medications that you might have or may not need to take anymore if it relieves that issue, or your doctor keeps saying you need to. It's just not getting any better. Are there other opportunities? So you do have a background in the medical field.
Yes, I
so
do. I am a registered nurse.
So speaking of that, here you came from traditional medicine. You came from working with this is what you do. You take this pill. You take this. Why or how did you get into this? How does that change?
So it's a long story, but I'll shorten it up. So a family member had a condition known as multiple sclerosis, and his neurologist told him to go on CBD. So being the nurse in the family, they come to me. So I researched it, found out a lot of things, talked to my physician. I have migraines, which I was getting prescribed Imitrex. So it was suggested, why don't you try the CBD for your migraines? So the long story short is, after 2 months, I realized I had no migraines.
Oh, wow.
Well, if you know anything about migraines,
Yes.
that was
Debilitating.
Exactly, for real. So I just was totally a believer. I went down the rabbit hole. I've done some studying. I've done some coursework on it. And you know what? As an orthopedic ER trauma nurse, you come into the ER, you're going to get a minimum of 4 prescriptions.
Yeah.
Good, bad, and different. But wouldn't you like to know if you had to take something that didn't have a side effect, that you had to take something for it and not have that side effect? Wouldn't you want to know about that?
Yeah.
So that's how I basically got into this industry, to educate people. There are other options out there besides the normal pharmacy.
Yeah, you see those ads all the time on television, and I think they spend half the time of the whole ad talking about all the side effects.
Of the medication.
And I always laugh. The last one they always mention is quiet is positive for death. It's like, it's scary to hear that aspect and kind of go from there. That what's out there. So you kind of had this journey on yourself, and did you found pain relief for yourself? Did it help your family member that was having
Yes,
some issues?
it did. It also helped. My mom takes some of the jellies, and the food has helped her. It's helped my husband, who had osteoarthritis in his hands, and now grip his walk, speak better. So yes, those are just a few of my immediate family. I mean, there are tons of people, my customers. I have one with the collagen that just, called me a couple of days ago. Thank you for telling me I needed to take this. My hair is so much better, but I feel that I can get out of bed in the morning without any aches and pains. So that's what it is.
So talk a little bit about collagen and with that. So what does that help you with?
Okay, so collagen is what we call the glue of our bodies. So when we are born up to about age 20, we produce our own internal collagen. After age 20, we lose the ability to produce our own collagen by 1% every year. So by the time you're 60, you've lost 40%. So it makes sense. You've got an 8, 10-year-old, their skin is nice, their hair is nice, their nails are nice, and they're doing backflips left and right, and no problem. When we reach 40, it's an effort probably some days to get out of bed without our back pricking, our knees, cracking. That's because we're losing our collagen. So if it was back in the good old days when you ate 100 grams of protein a day, it would be good because collagen is that's why we want it. And the environment, the air, everything goes against it. So we have to take it off.
So we talked a little bit about the different types of medicinal alternative medications, I'm going to call it that.
There you go.
How did you come about this company, and why did you go with this company to represent them?
So I did my research way back.
Really nice guy.
I probably reached out to FDA. So I found out again, if you're going to get oil, make sure that you know where the hemp is sourced from. Make sure it is on an American soil and it's certified every year. It's not allowed. And they gave me 3 different farms to reach out to. One of them being the company. I like the fact with Green Compass because they did everything. The others grew the hemp and they had developed a product but then outsourced it to be delivered, or sometimes they didn't control everything. So the quality, I couldn't be assured of the quality.
Yeah.
With Green Compass, I can.
So do you do kind of like a consultation? So if somebody's interested in your product, or I've got some ailments, but I've not been able to, nothing's working. Do you do what, a free consultation? Do you just do a call?
I do. Remember, my whole thing is to educate. So yes, you can just call me. You can meet for coffee, lunch, and I will, answer any of your questions. I will educate you on it. If you want to call it a free consult, that's fine. Yes.
So, speaking of which, if somebody's interested, how do they get a hold of you?
So they can text or call me on my cell phone, 407-616-3145, or they can email me at Terry@liveyourbestlifern.com. And you can remember the RN either for registered nurse or Live Your Best Life right now. Oh, you can do that.
So, do you have a website that you can look at the different products and things that you have?
Yes, so the website is Live Your Best Life, again, all one word, Green Compass Global, all one word, .com.
Very good. So you can see all the products are there.
Yes.
And then you can consult somebody like, okay, I'm looking at this, but I don't know this one versus this one.
All you have to do is pick up the phone and
Call you and you can walk me through them. Is it all ordering online or is it?
Yes. You can order online through that website I just gave you. That is online. I keep a little bit of the house for the area, like my next door neighbor is elderly, so she can benefit from that way. But I really don't know. Most of it is online.
How long does it take to get something from place you order?
If you place an order today, it will get to you within 3 days. That's what it takes.
So not a long time.
Yeah.
Probably sometimes the same thing you get in the pharmacy. It's like
Exactly.
they don't have your medication. You got to wait 2 days, even though they prescribe it.
Yep.
So with that, it's a great, good thing to know. Is there anything that you need to watch out for? I mean, every person reacts to things differently, even every medication that's out there. Are there any side effects or anything that, I should be concerned with, like feel different? I mean, how long does it take to...
And again, just the effects, no. Do you feel anything? That's what we need. Technical is the absence of feeling. So that if you had pain all of a sudden one day you get up, or, oh wow, I feel great. Oh yeah, I feel fine. So it's the absence of that. And again, everybody is different, so it depends on, how long you've been going around to determine how long it will help. You can get help within as little as 4 or 5 days. It may take, if you have a lot of issues going on, it can take 6 months. So you just have to be patient.
Just kind of work it out. So you might hear a little bit of a buzz going on through the microphones here. We are at Majana, a Mediterranean Grill in Avalon Park. We're doing a shameless shout out in case people can't quite hear us. I know Dorothy's doing the best as possible to take some notes and put some posts in there. But we're here for our great lunch adventures following up this interview that we had here. And, we want you to come on out and enjoy some fresh food. He makes everything from scratch. So it's a great opportunity. So stick around for us with that. Or at least a little bit, or grab something to go. So we'll be here for the remainder of the early afternoon, probably about 2 o'clock. So with that, just another shout out where we're at. I see some of our members are starting to show up and getting some food and go from there. So kind of coming in with this, you've got topical creams, which are for like arthritis or like.
And you've got any type of pain, discomfort, acute basically. They'll work for chronic, but maybe for you sprain your ankle, press them on, it will help too.
And then you talk about jellies. What are those usually used?
So the jellies itself are used for, again, so the beans will help sleep. You take them at night to help sleep. You can just take it to your stress. Like I hate driving my car, so I throw a jelly in before I get on a big floor. That's what it's used. They can go, that jelly product can take you from A to Z.
And then, something that just went out. So you got the topical aids, got jellies, and then talk about the tinctures, the oils, because I think I've never used it, but like how do you use it? You talked about putting it under your
Yes.
tongue, but can you put it in food or in drink
So
too?
it's generally not in a food or drink because it will lose its potency of the actual oil. So what you do is you put it under your tongue, use the oil, put it under your tongue, you hold it there for a minimum of 30 seconds, and then you can swallow it, and you should not irritate anything for 10 minutes. What that does is it puts it into the blood vessels, and you wrinkle the blood vessels until it gets it into the system. If you put it on the food or like if you eat, not our jelly, but if you eat like the gummies and ice cream, remember that's got nothing to do with it. So automatically 50 to 60% of the efficacy is gone.
Got it. So if you need something more probably quickly or want to get more a quicker potential result or an effect.
So with green truffles, you can use either the jelly or the oil because we have a specific what we call an amino jelly, so they don't go through your gut. They're specifically made so when you chew them, they go into the liquid, so they get absorbed.
So kind of really absorbing through the mouth. All the glands and blood vessels.
It's called the pico gland.
Yeah, the pico gland is very cool. So yeah, so you've got that. So let's talk about the pet side because I'm trying to think. Okay, because you talked about you have things that you can use for the pets. And I'm looking at oils, but I know how hard it would be to put my. How would I do it? How does that for the pets?
So we have oils and pet treatment for the treatment. So my dog, I've got a 90-pound Pit Bull. So Daisy, it's bacon flavored, and Daisy, once you get a little drop of it, and then she sees me take the bottle down, and she'll come over and sit there and stick out the tongue. So I just put it in it. She loves the treats. The treats are very little, but like a full treat, like how like if it's really so I give her a treat. I don't know, like the 4th of July, and she just
And then you have the oils, so does that go in their food, or do you have to get that under their tongue?
You can do it either way. You can put it on their tongue, like I said, Daisy just holds on the tongue. Or you, on that one for the pets, because of the way they carry it, you can just put it on their food.
So, two questions on that one. Because I remember the question I was going to ask you, like you said oils, and I'm going, ooh, oil. I'm thinking like olive oil or vegetable oil. Are they flavored?
Yes, so there is a natural one, and I don't like it. I don't recommend it. But if you want a natural one, I do recommend it. So there is a natural. We also have like a spearmint rubbery. We have cinnamon and my favorite. We have like an orange ice. And then during the season, especially we have gingerbread and peppermint. Yes.
Sometimes seasonally.
Yes.
Keeping their pumpkin spice, I guess, might be in
That
there.
has been one, yes. That has been one in the past.
So with that, and then now is the animal product different from the human product? That like if I had the oil, I could just do that and use it.
So you could maybe get dog sick because the oil that we sell is very oil to help them, and that has the coconut base. Even though it's organic, it's coconut base. Coconut sometimes make the dog sick. So the dog CBD just has the hemp seed, which doesn't have this kind of thing that helps with the oil, which doesn't get it. So I wouldn't recommend taking the human to the dog, but you can do a dog to a human if you want.
So what are some of the ailments for the pets that it helps treat?
Similar to ours, but basically, the separation anxiety is a big one because it comes from the loud noise of the mine has been very scary instead of giving her the logical pills or very mine that just said that so that's what we did and we were able to put in the mind. She was sick this past week, she got into something, I just gave her droppers of the CBD oil. She let the rest of it
Does it do any of that foods or anything to help older dogs that might have arthritis or anything like
So
that?
we don't have to put things on that particular, they'll lick it off.
Well, can't help all.
So that's why you would give them the oils or the
Oils could affect.
oil in your mouth, you can try rubbing it into there. If they'll let you rub it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's it. Or you can give it. I just, if you have somebody that's really won't let you get near their mouth or whatever, I mean, I could probably put my dog in my dog and she does fine. But if you have that, I would recommend that.
And we talked about collagen. I want to go back here because you said you take collagen every day and you drop it in your coffee when we were talking earlier. So they have a chocolate.
They have a chocolate in the bag, yes. So I put a scoop of chocolate powder in my coffee every morning, and I think that I'm having
And what other flavors do you have?
so we have hot chocolate. We have for the summertime coming up, lemon and lime, which you can make warm alcohol margarita. It tastes really good. That's what we got. And then in the portable packages, we have the unflavored, and then we have the very light.
Very good. So we've got a number of different flavors. So that's cool. So that one with the collagen you can take. The other one, the oils, you want about 10 minutes. The topical, of course, you don't want to be licking it off your arm. On that. So once again, let's tell anybody if they want to learn more about this, how can they get in touch with you, where can they find your organization and be more educated besides what they got from
They
today?
can go to the website that we gave out in that little letter. They can text me on the number that I gave out earlier.
Want to share it again? Yeah, share it again.
407-616-3145. Or they can email me at Terry, liveyourbestlife.com.
So those are the best ways to get in touch with her. If you also can't find her, just go to the EOCC website because she's listed there and you can find her there. If you're having a hard time navigating that, just give us a holler. Situated there on that. But you know what? Once again, I think it's amazing, and there's a lot of changes and laws coming or happening in other states. But I like to see the medical industry providing more of that alternative options for people to look into to might find a solution for health where traditional medication was not doing what it could do. It wasn't as effective. So, you know, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional, but if that is solved for you, save that might be an opportunity for you to investigate how it works and then see if there's something else that you need to either wean off of or will it interact or counteract with what's there. Perfect Mother's Day gift is what Dorothy has to say.
And we do have a Mother's Day special going on right now.
Well, what is it?
So the Mother's Day special is we have bath bombs. So it's a lavender bath bomb. It's our special body oil. And then our lavender rose.
And that also has all the properties of the others, so you can really take a very relaxing bath and feel relaxed when you get out of the bath.
Yes, it is so good. It is so good.
So you have time to get it in time for Mother's Day. I know that's coming up pretty quick.
They would have to order it today for Mother's Day, or what I generally ask is you would just send my mom a card saying with a picture of what I ordered. This is coming at such and such a date. So that's an option too. And that's not just for our problem, but if you want something online in a t-shirt, that's just the thing. Little card, just tell your mom I bought it for you.
So on its way, usually within 3 days, within 3 days you can get something. And that deal's on the website, and that website again
Is liveyourbestlife.greencompassglobal.com.
great. Well, I want to do another shout out here. I want to say thank you very much for your time. We are here at Mozana Grill, Mediterranean Grill in Avalon Park. It's at the corner of Avalon Boulevard and Avalon Lake Drive. Right at the corner of that area, right across from the lake, as you're heading on going south on Avalon Park Boulevard. So there's plenty of parking in the back and also in the front. But we'd love to have you come out. We've got a number of members that are here today that are joining us. We hope they can stick around and come join us for lunch here at Mozana Mediterranean Grill. Where all this stuff is made fresh and uses fresh ingredients, and it's right here. So that's about all that we have rounded up for today. And thank you again for another Testimonial Tuesday. Thank you for your time and learning a little bit more about this and products. So with that, we're going to sign off, and we'll see you soon.